1, 2, 3. All right, yeah, we good. Silence you.
Oh yeah, make sure mine is.
Oh, you're good. I don't really look. This is a very low production. I don't think you could.
This
take
is
a
high
phone
tech.
call.
You have lavalier mics
I
that
do.
have a touchscreen sensor attached to your phone
Amazon.
and panel lights.
I got a panel light over there.
So this is not low tech. I can show you low tech. And the little umbrella keeps sliding out of my light. That's low tech.
All right.
Oh.
Shit. Welcome back to Tasting with Tank. I'm glad y'all joined me. I'm your host, Marcus Tanksley. I'm with my sister.
It's me!
Once again, I don't know if y'all remember the. Let them know who you are. Shit.
I'm Denora Walcott, and this is my home. I don't know what I'm supposed
Me
to
either.
say. Okay.
I'm loud. Here's one of the problems. Mm-hmm. So, as y'all know, Tasting with Tank, we're now just getting into whatever people are into. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be necessarily alcohol, even though that's how it started. We got people talking about everything. Y'all saw last season. Well, now we're back, and Denora wanted to talk about her particular taste in drinks.
Yes, I did.
She's already been drinking.
Well, because, I mean, you got all this high-tech equipment.
It's not high-tech. It's a light and a phone.
It was taking a while to set up, and I was like, I was thirsty.
Well,
so.
and this is going to be great because I haven't had any, I'm hungry. I haven't had anything to eat today.
I had like half of a cookie.
So, this is where we're at.
Cheers!
She made.
No.
She got her Tabitha Brown glass.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Tabitha Brown. I love this glass.
Do you? It's
Nobody
a nice
else.
one.
Nobody else gets to use it.
And it's nice and heavy.
It's solid.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta take my drink. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't. Did I take? I don't know.
Just in case.
So the original conversation, you said you want to talk about scotch.
Yes.
Hold on. First, let's talk about the last season. Denora she woman of many talents. She's an actress. She's a writer, producer,
all around goofball.
Musician.
Oh, yep.
Magician.
Former adjunct professor.
Former drunk professor. Actually, she played the cajon, which both of them.
They're both
are
right
here.
there. I keep them nearby. So that's
you
what
do
we
a
discussed.
lot. And she was also a bartender.
Yes.
Denora was a bartender when I met her.
That's
and
right.
an actress. But all actors and actresses, is it actor for everybody?
I mean, it's actor for everybody. Yeah,
okay,
you can,
all actors in California are bartenders and waiters.
At
and
some
waitresses.
point, usually.
Yeah.
Unless they're independently wealthy, which also happens. Don't let them fool you.
There
Some
you
rich
go.
folks in this industry.
Yeah. So, we got the drinks going.
You have
I have a rye bourbon.
yes.
Or whiskey. Can a rye be a bourbon? Or does it have to be a whiskey?
I think it is. Oh. Well, I thought it was bourbon. Is it not bourbon?
I think what makes it to make it a rye, because bourbons are whiskeys.
Yeah.
But once you make it a rye, I think it has to be a whiskey at that point. I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I'll look this up and maybe I'll put it at the bottom of what it actually is
Yeah,
or
because
not.
now I want to know.
But I don't care. I'm just going to Google it
And this
when I'm done. And that
is a delicious rum drink. I love rum. Rum and Coke, rum and punch.
Mm-hmm.
This is rum strawberry lemonade, and it's delightful.
rum straw. And because she was a bartender, Denora knows how to make her drinks.
So it doesn't taste a lot like alcohol, which is also a problem. And Angel
Clearly.
likes to bully me about the fact that I got her drunk at one point, but I didn't. It wasn't my fault. I just make a good drink.
Angel does do that though.
Cheers.
She will try to blame you.
Yeah.
But yeah, cheers again. So, we were initially going to talk about scotch because this rock got over here
Scotch is delicious, first of all.
tastes exactly like what it is. It tastes like ash, bark, kerosene.
Wow.
This is one of the reasons I tell people if you don't like something, don't get used to liking it because it's not like it's good for you.
And see, I was that person who I didn't like it, but I wanted to get used to it.
Now I say that now that I'm 42.
I'm like, did I tell him this story? Because that's exactly
Did
what I
you?
did. Yes, I was bartending.
Let's talk about it.
I was bartending, and people would order scotch all the time, and they would order a variety of different
makes you want
scotches.
it.
The smell was so amazing.
I do like the smell.
So I would, and I was like,
week 3.
awful. I literally
Okay,
did
not
that.
as bad.
Like I would keep a little
Week
shot
9.
glass.
2 years later.
Like, woo!
Wow, this is great.
Like, let's do a scotch tasting. We should try some different ones. No, I would pour myself a little tiny bit each night just so that I could taste different ones. And at first they were gross. They were terrible to me. They tasted like hot fire medicine. I don't like, you don't want it. And then eventually I started finding the ones that I did like versus the ones that I didn't, the ones that tasted less like fire medicine and the ones that tasted more like bark and moss and all those kinds of things. And when I say it out loud, it sounds stupid.
The only reason I can say that is because I went to a scotch tasting with Jason. It was a bar. The only thing they serve is scotch. Nothing else. They had one cognac called Celt. And that cognac I actually like, but it tastes more like a scotch or a whiskey than a cognac.
Interesting.
But I discovered that at that bar. Anyway, so the bartender's there, and he was educating me. He was like, so, what do you like? I'm a whiskey and a bourbon person. Anybody that likes whiskey, or anybody that likes scotch, usually whiskey and bourbon tastes extremely sweet because it has a higher grain.
Yeah, that's how I feel about them.
So I'm tasting it, I'm like, ugh. He's like, what do you taste? I said, I taste burnt wood, I taste charcoal, I taste creek. He was like, well, that's because, and then he breaks it down of why I'm getting those flavors.
Yeah.
He's like, try it again. I sipped it. It wasn't as bad, but it was still disgusting. Because my brain knew what I was ingesting. It's almost like pain.
Yeah.
If you have a pain, they tell this to pregnant women. If you know what your body's doing, not that I had a baby, but if you know what your body's doing, it's your brain can register it.
Yep.
Versus it's just a pain out of nowhere. You panic, your body go, and it hurts more. Not to say it hurts more, but you can register it different. So that's what it was. It was like, now that I knew what I was tasting, it's like now it made sense, but it was still nasty. So that's why I tell people, I'm not ever gonna make myself get used to scotch. I like my bourbons, I like my whiskeys, I like my cognac. Rum, I feel like
delicious.
it's a good general, you can't not like rum. Rum is like the rock of liquors. Like,
now, I could see people not liking vodka.
absolutely.
Like, vodka's an easy mixer, but you can still kind of taste the vodka.
Yeah.
But rum, it's got like a warm, sweet to it. Like, I prefer brown rums and dark rums.
Absolutely.
They just have more flavor.
Yeah. Rum is one, like I said, it's like The Rock. Like, who don't like The Rock? If you don't like The Rock, something's probably wrong with you. The actor or wrestler. That's how I feel about.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about rum. And rum is
Easy to like.
Rum is one of those where you could, if you're drinking dark, if you're drinking whiskey or bourbon or whatever, you could switch over to a rum and not get sick.
Yeah.
If you're drinking vodka and tequila, you can switch over to a rum and not get sick. Any of those other ones is like, you're gonna mess yourself up.
The list sounds like a party in my 20s. Like, I could handle all of the things back then. But now, no. I think I became allergic to vodka over the pandemic because I was trying to find whatever cocktail to spice up our lives because we were locked inside.
Well, scotch is gone. Let's switch it up now.
So I don't really do vodka anymore. I had enough.
I had a vodka that I would do straight, which was Kettle One.
Straight?
Kettle One Citron. Ice. Shake it, get it chilled, pour it in a glass, put a cube in it. Really good. I don't really do, every now and then I'll do it, not rarely. I haven't had vodka in years, I'm not gonna lie, but that was my go-to for a while. It was vodka. And then, I don't know where bourbon and whiskey, they just kind of came along, along the way, and I'm just like, this is where I'm at. I can't do tequila.
Oh, yeah, I used
at
to be
all.
able to.
I think I may have an allergy to it.
See?
I think I'm allergic to something in tequila. Tequila, scotch isn't as bad, but tequila gives me I get hungover while I'm drinking it, and it gives me flu symptoms. Like
while you're drinking it.
While I'm drinking it.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
you're
moment.
Definitely allergic.
In the moment. It must be. I don't know if it's the agave. I put agave on stuff. I don't know what it is about tequila, and it can't do it.
You know, I had one tequila. Jason's my husband, by the way.
Oh yeah, Jason. He's an artist.
An incredible artist.
He
Go
made
check
me
out.
Spawn.
It's true.
Spawn for what? 6 editions?
I think so. At least
6 editions.
I think at
If
least.
I find those, I'm gonna put the screenshot up. How he would.
Marcus is in a ton of comics.
Now he has a catalog of me posing, so he doesn't need me anymore. But
yeah, it's true.
he did just like I would pose, he would take the picture and then turn me into these characters. It was amazing.
Yeah. Go check out his comics if you haven't. Philadelphia, Empty Zone, super dope stuff, and check him out in Spawn. But
he's okay. I don't
Why?
Really,
Why?
He's
Why?
okay. He's an okay.
But I also kind of feel like maybe that's because I was doing this scotch build up before I even knew he existed, and Jason loves scotch, and so I wonder if like subliminally I was like, I'm preparing for my future husband who loves scotch. Like,
he loves scotch.
But that was part of what connected us too.
Yeah, Jason's one of those people. Like I don't know if you know anybody that if they're annoying with like their kids, like they always want to show you pictures. Jason will constantly try to shove scotch down your throat.
I can't even deny it.
He wants
to share.
There was one time we lived really, really close to each other. Like we don't live far now, but we used to live like you could leave one of our houses, be watching a show, and get to the other house before the commercial was over with.
Yeah, it was really
close. So I would go over there. He's like, Scotch. So I got to a point. This is when I was really like, only thing I was drinking was cognac. I took 2 bottles of cognac that I prefer over their house and just left them because I knew Jason, nobody in his household or anybody else visiting their household would drink it.
We weren't gonna touch it.
So I would just show up, go to the cabinet, grab my cognac.
I forgot about that.
and I finished off one. I think it was bottle stayed in there. Like it took me like, I don't know, like a year and a half to finish them out. They would have parties, everybody parties. Like, oh, you got the secret stash? This is my stash.
And he would really say that to people, like no BS.
No.
He would be like, no, this is not for the party.
Yeah, this is for the house / me.
I forgot about that.
There was 2 different kinds. It was
gosh.
Pierre Ferrat and I can't remember the other one I had over there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Celt. It was the Celt. The one I discovered with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
I need to start doing that.
Thinking about doing it again.
Just bringing things that I like to other people's houses that I
Like,
know they don't like. Be like, I'll just keep this in the corner.
Because you throw away food. Mm-hmm. You throw away clothes or donate them that's in the way. Nobody just pours out liquor unless you have a problem.
Yeah,
and
that's
you need
true.
to get rid of.
That's so true. It's
like there's
insane.
bottles. Can I tell you a secret?
Uh-oh. Yes.
This is so great. Somebody one year gave me a bottle of Alizé for my birthday. And every party that we had at the house, I would put it out on the table. Like nobody would drink it. They'd drink the Hennessy, they'd drink the Jack Daniels, they'd drink whatever else, all the vodkas, tequila. Nobody ever touched the Alizé. So I was like, I asked Angel, why isn't anybody touching it? She was like, probably because it's not open. I said, no, people are bougie. They think they're too good for Alizé. So people are bougie. She was like, no. So the next time we had something, I opened it, put it on the table. Again, nobody touched it. Because they see Hennessy, they see everything else.
Yeah.
But the thing is most times you go to a party, people aren't drinking stuff straight the way I'm doing with the Cuba Ice. They want Coke.
Yep.
They want Coca-Cola. They want Sprite.
Clarify.
They want punch.
Yep.
They're not drinking it straight, so they're not like actual connoisseurs. They're just like, oh, well, I like this. I'm not drinking Alizé. So it was in this house, the house we're in now. We had, I don't know what we had. I took an empty Hennessy bottle and I poured Alizé in it. And when I promise you, that was the first bottle to go empty at that party.
No.
It was one of Angel's birthday parties.
Really?
I said, I'm sick and tired of this. I took that Hennessy bottle and I poured the Alizé in it, put it on the table, corked it,
and
throughout the duration of the part, because they're just mixing it. If
yeah.
you're mixing it, it don't matter a whole lot unless you're making a specific drink with few ingredients.
Yep.
Once you get past 3 ingredients, it doesn't matter what you put in it. It
Yeah.
really doesn't.
Yeah. Now I never worked at a bar that did this. Let me clarify. You were high class.
I mean, you didn't put your resume up, so we don't know where you were.
Right. But just in case.
You didn't water
but
down
I
the
do
drink?
know they like a lot of places definitely would put no name brand vodka into the high brand vodka bottles because nobody. Like, people generally do not actually know what these things taste like because they're always putting cranberry juice or putting pineapple juice or Coca-Cola or whatever. Like, they don't know what it actually tastes like.
They really don't. And people like Denora, she can taste something straight and know. Like, I've been to bars and I'm like, give me, whatever I'm drinking, I usually do it neat, which is, no ice. Give it to me straight, I'll smell it. This is not.
Yep. You can tell.
This is not, it could be a restaurant, it could be a bar. A lot of restaurants do that. It's crazy.
It's kind of like when you go to a friend's family barbecue or whatever, and you look at the potato salad and I'm not gonna have that.
Is that raisins?
Like you just know it's the same thing. You can smell
it.
Who did this?
But
you don't want to publicize. Like,
Rebecca, is this your potato salad?
Who did this?
There's a quiet person over the corners.
Like, I did it.
Oh gosh.
They don't like raisins.
I told you they wouldn't like it.
So it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell.
So, as somebody that's been behind the bar, do you get like compensated? Like, do they do like how much alcohol you sold versus how much you have left? And now I'm investigating. I'm like, is it the bartenders doing that or is it the restaurant that's doing that?
The restaurant.
The restaurant?
So when I worked at Amalfi years ago, like, I haven't bartended in a long time. Wait, what?
Is that the box place?
The box place?
The model? The box?
Oh, no, that's not. Oh, wait, the light went out.
We were supposed to plug that up. We're still going.
Totally were
I'm supposed to plug that in. That's all right. Let's
you want to pause?
No.
Okay.
We're here now.
Hope you can
Y'all know what we
us.
look like. Hopefully the phone's still recording.
Imagine if you got none of this.
I need more episodes like this. People want to talk about their drums and shit.
You said to talk about the drums. I didn't even suggest that.
Look, I read the comments and I know people wanted to do alcohol, so I'm mixing it in.
Okay. I like that I got to do a little bit of both. This is fun. But you were asking about behind the bar. Oh, so initially I worked on the second floor and I had the whole second floor to myself, and it was a live music venue. So there were lots of musicians, like Sarah Bareilles used to come through there. A lot of really, really talented people. And so I was monitoring the bar by myself. So what I was told was just, here's the type of pour that we generally do here. Try not to do more, try not to do less, that kind of thing. But nobody was really monitoring how many bottles I was going to.
Got you, okay.
But I also wasn't someone who was just pouring heavy anyway.
Because it needs to be a good drink.
Yeah, I want people to enjoy themselves. I don't want to be like, you're about to get wasted. Good luck with the rest of your night. Like, no.
I have been to places like that where I'm like, give it to me neat, and they think they're doing me a favor by giving me a glass. I'm like, this is not enjoyable. Like,
it's like this much stuff.
Yeah. Like, it's like, I don't know if I want to ingest this.
Your body's immediately away from it, like,
it's not even attractive anymore.
Yep. But someone did get fired because they were giving away too much alcohol.
Too much. I get that. Like, you're eating the profit.
Yeah. And then people who knew that person, when they saw that I was now taking over their night, some people left because they were like,
really?
we're not going to get our free stuff anymore.
Because they know now. It's like,
yeah,
I'm getting a lot.
Yep. Yeah, so they left. It's fine. The good ones stayed. Good riddance to bad rubbish. That's what I say.
Absolutely. All right, fam. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. At this point, it doesn't matter because I had a great time.
Me too. This is fun.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something about. Everybody knows, like, we're friends. Like, our families are really close. Our kids. Today is Friday that we're recording this. As soon as they get out of school, my boys are gonna come home. Can we call Rhea? And they're gonna call her on the tablet. Like, we're really close family.
Yep.
When I tell you, I've known people my entire life. Like, there's some people I know where I don't remember not knowing that person that I grew up with. Denora is by far the most immature person.
I didn't know where this was going.
And she pulls it out of me. And we are the most childish, immature people around each other, bar none. Like,
I was like, this is about to be so heartfelt. This is about to be beautiful. And then he's like,
she went to Harvard.
A child.
Okay?
I'm wearing my Harvard sweatpants right now.
She, literally, Harvard graduate, okay? And when I tell you we get together, and it's like, and it's almost like an out of body, like I'm looking at us, and I'm just like, grow up.
But why? Why grow up?
That was more grown than doing what the hell you want to.
Yes, which is, let me tell you, that's why I have on sweatpants right now. Because I was like, initially, I was like, oh, we're shooting the podcast, so I got to make sure that I'm presentable.
I would have been pissed.
I was like,
what the hell are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? But it's because of, being on set and like
the
camera, and then you got to dress.
I want people so comfortable doing this show.
Yes.
Do you. That's going to be the new, I'm like, make sure you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Yeah, and that matters in all things.
Yeah.
Including the, being silly and goofy and just having fun, no matter what age you are.
Yeah.
Right?
I would literally send her a text with my middle finger. No conversation. Haven't talked to Denora in a week and a half. There you go.
Yep. And I like to do the ones, I like to send him the ones that are like, they seem like they're leading somewhere else and then it ends up in a middle finger.
Yeah.
That's the...
My middle finger's so funny.
They're hilarious.
You know the one I sent her and this dude like flipped off the person and his finger was like 6 feet long.
That one was great. And I love the little girl who's at the restaurant and she's pretending to do magic and then she ends up in the middle finger. That's one of my favorites.
Absolutely. Just put you in our world and why this episode went the way it did.
Because we had no choice. And I ate half a cookie and you ate nothing.
I've had toothpaste and water. That's all I've had this morning, today.
This is delicious, though. If you are someone who does consume alcohol.
Oh, yeah, so let them know what that is.
So I think I actually got this. The rum is from Trader Joe's. If you don't know, Trader Joe's has quality alcohol. If you are someone who
and you can
partakes,
get handles and everything.
It's wonderful.
No, that's Costco.
Trader Joe's. Costco, yeah. But no, Trader Joe's does have larger bottles of certain brands. Not handles, but larger bottles. But they have a huge variety. And so this is one of their brown rums. Mm-hmm. And the the strawberry lemonade is from Whole Foods. And it's it's not overly sweet. I don't like stuff that's super, super sweet. It's like just right.
Well, you like scotch, so.
Listen.
You can cipher.
I like cookies. Cookies are sweet. You can
cipher premium unleaded gas and think it's perfectly fine. It's like, you know what? You're going to get good gas mileage on this.
Listen, we don't know. Maybe it's good for you. I don't know. They discover new things all the time. All the time. But don't drink gasoline is kind of the point of that. Don't do that to yourself. But do have some rum if you are old enough and if it works in your system. Yeah.
Anytime I go on vacation, like on an island or somewhere tropical, rum is, I always drink rum pretty much the entire time because it's like when in Rome.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I miss Jamaica. I haven't been to Jamaica in a long time, but like the rum punch in Jamaica, the different varieties of rum punch.
So let me tell you, just real quick and then we're going to close this out. We went to Antigua, I think we were at. Mm-hmm. And I ordered a dark and stormy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are great.
They're so delicious. It's a rum,
ginger beer,
and lime. That's all. It's kind of like a mule, a Kentucky mule. Delicious. It's bourbon, ginger beer, and lime. Mm-hmm. Simple, easy. Told them I wanted a dark and stormy. It came and I'm like, they kept putting ginger ale in my drink.
Oh.
I said, no, ginger beer. Went up and talked to the bartender. I can tell he's Antiguan, if that's the proper term.
Sounds right to me.
He's from there. He said, oh, you want ginger beer? I'm like, yeah, it is beautiful. Oh, I love those people's accent. Everybody in the island. If you're from an island, I love your accent.
Yeah.
Said, you want ginger beer? I'm like, yeah. Brings it. The only thing I've ever tasted worse than scotch. Because they take ginger root and muddle it. So you're getting pure ginger juice.
Do it fresh right
no
there.
Carbonation.
That is
nothing.
Not ginger beer.
He said, this is real. This is literally what he said. I can't do his accent because I'm not good enough. This is real ginger.
You are good enough. Oh, no, that wasn't what he meant.
This is real ginger beer. We don't do that bullshit. That's what he told. First of all, you don't know me like that, all right? I am the non-bullshitter of non-bullshitters. Don't tell me we don't do that bullshit like I wanted bullshit.
Now you're like, give me a double of this trash.
No, I said, give me my rum straight.
He just didn't know what ginger beer was, that's all.
Well, they didn't have it either, because I checked.
See.
No, their ginger beer is like, oh, we're going to take some ginger. We strong enough. We're going to squeeze the juice out of this root. and here, enjoy. It hurt. Denora?
That sounds terrible.
It hurts.
That sounds. He didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
That's like taking a ginger shot if you're sick. Like have you taken those?
Not a ginger shot, but I've sliced it for my tea. I have pure ginger root, and I will slice it. You don't want to just bite that.
Oh, it's so spicy.
It ain't like the ginger that you get at like the Asian restaurant, sushi.
Oh no, no.
Where it's like pickled. No. You take that ginger slice from that root.
If you're not feeling well, like if you feel like you have something coming on, if you grind ginger and then squeeze lemon and then like a little cayenne pepper in there, and then you take that whole thing as a shot.
I do whiskey with it.
What? Oh, I do hot toddies.
In my hot toddies, I slice up ginger.
Yeah, but I mean juice the ginger. So you're getting, so like kind of like what he did.
Though. Okay, he juiced it. I didn't know that.
It tastes like burning, but then you feel great.
Yeah, no, it works.
Yeah.
Okay, fam. This was Tasting with Tank. My glass is empty. Hers isn't.
Well, I had double the amount of his glass.
Semantics. So. Who cares? Anyway, let them know where they can find you.
Oh, Instagram. I was like, what are we doing? What?
We're going to go for a jog. Come on, guys.
Just send out the coordinates. Everybody. Instagram, X, it's no longer Twitter, all the places.
Blech.
Just look for Dinora Walcott or Dinora Walcott if you can, roll your R's. Yeah. You did it!
And Nora made.
And come on and get some Nora made. I make handmade, all natural, organic deodorant, healing body oil, and butter for hair and skin.
It's actually really good stuff. Make sure y'all check that out. How do they find it?
NoraMadeGoods.com.
Absolutely. Fam, thank y'all for tuning in. This has been great. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we did.
I hope so. This was a good time.
All right, fam. We'll holler at y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all at the next one.
Bye.